Go back. Thank you. What were you saying, Sean?
I'm trying to think of something that I could ask for. Most of the time, I'm fairly satisfied with just working by myself.
And you know what? That's good. Probably 80-90% of the time. But now and then, it really helps to let somebody's expertise be shared with you. So what's just one area that maybe you're kind of stumped in right now, or even just, it doesn't have to be that you're stuck. You would just love more information in this area. And when you ask for help, it could even just be something online where you go to a book or write an email to someone who has some expertise, see if they give you a little advice. What's one area you'd like to learn a little bit more about?
Sorry, my brother was talking to me. Probably learning techniques to learn chords and such on instruments, because
Cool.
it's expensive. We don't have money to pay for lessons.
Okay. So who do you know that plays the guitar that might give you a few tips?
I don't really know anyone.
Okay.
But I have the internet.
All right. Are you on Facebook?
Mm-hmm.
Would you be willing to put a note out there and ask if somebody would sit down and show you just a couple, answer a couple questions you had on about the guitar?
Potentially.
Okay. So how would that feel? Is that something uncomfortable or something you'd be willing to do?
Yeah, if I needed to do it.
So what is your definition of needing?
It's not a high priority right now. I've got other things I'm worried about.
Okay. Any of those things that you're worried about that if somebody was to help you, it might go faster or might give you some ideas to do it faster?
Possibly.
Okay. Can you think of one that might be helpful? Have a little feedback from someone?
Maybe math coaching. Maybe.
Okay. All right. And which math class are you taking?
I'm currently working on Algebra 2.
Algebra 2. Okay. Do you know anyone that you really trust and respect that's good at math?
Yeah, I believe so. I've actually been discussing. I'm doing coaching from them for a while.
Okay. So could you ask for some help from him this week?
If they have time. I talk to them regularly. It's just about arranging a specific time.
Gotcha. Who do you take Algebra 2 from?
I don't take it from anyone right now. I work with Khan Academy, but Khan Academy isn't the most helpful at times, so I might take it from someone else.
Gotcha. I've heard Khan Academy isn't as good when you get up to high school classes, but that's just what I've heard. I don't know if that's true or not. So, okay, cool. All right. Well, I want to challenge you both. Like I said, you can ask really silly, far out there things. How many no's you get, but I want you to record and get 10 no's this week and just see what happens and see where you might be surprised of getting a yes from somebody. Okay? All right. Any questions about that or last week's assignment?
No.
No? Okay. All righty then. So you've got your notes, a couple movies you could watch, or We Are Marshall, or The First Grader. The First Grader is actually about this man who's in an African country who goes and begs for an education. And he has this letter that he really, really wants to read himself. And anyway, it's a neat story. It's a really good one for your family. And it makes you really makes you think, because it's pretty amazing that we take it for granted how we all just learned to read in this country. And it's something we all have access to, and our parents have cared enough to make sure we got it and they could read, and so that means they could help us. And it's a pretty neat story. So if you're not a sports person, watch The First Grader, because that's a really interesting one. Okay. All right. Well, Sean, I really hope you get feeling better soon. You take care, and we will talk to both of you next week. All right. All right. Have a great week. Bye, gentlemen.
Bye.
Bye-bye.